Let's continue with die Übungen und Aufgaben zum Wortschatz lernen. Now we have a scientific topic which explains how the brain works. This topic is going to describe a model which is called as the Drei Speicher model, and we'll be taking a look at the individual parts in brief. First up, we have something called as Ultra-Kurzzeitgedächtnis. What this one does is, this one works like a filter. It takes in all the thoughts and the impressions. Then it will only send out or take in those aspects which hit, and that too in a time of 10 to 20 seconds. So what does that mean? This means that for you to learn the words properly, you must practice them at least 20 seconds. Then we have something called as Kurzzeitgedächtnis. This basically has more concentration on the attention of the students. This will retain the knowledge for 1 hour, but it can take a maximum of 7 different information. So this means that when we are learning words, then we must learn them as small packets. The next packet or chunk can be introduced only after a pause, and then you have to do 15 to 20 words in a Unterrichtsstunde. That's the maximum you can cover, so that the information stores in the Kurzzeitgedächtnis. Then we have something called as Langzeitgedächtnis. This is the most important one. To store information here, you must have a personal touch, higher concentration. The information can be stored without any time limit, and they can be called at any instant. The information needs to be connected to more parts of the brain so that the topic can remain long term. And this can be activated by repetition and by connecting the current information. So that means when we are learning, we must make sure that there are enough markers with which we learn the words. We have to connect the emotions, and we need to establish the purpose of the word. We have to connect it with different aspects like Hören, Sprechen, Schreiben, Lesen. Thereby the different parts of the brain get activated with the same word. If possible, do it with music, colors, and also movements. Always make sure to activate the known so that you can associate the new word with the known factor. And make sure to practice a lot and differently. Then we have examples of Wortschatzarbeit from the books. So for this, there are mainly 3 tips. The first tip is, make sure that you talk to the students about the words to raise their motivation. Second one is, discuss with them the Arbeitsanweisung, how to work for a particular task, and explain it to them once or twice. Then give the Arbeitsanweisung only of German. When it's difficult, then do it in the other language. The third tip is grammatische Terminologie. Always make sure to list out the grammatische Terminologie. And it could be a Pinwandarbeit, poster, which could be like hanged in the wall. Then we come to the most important topic, which are the Lerntechniken. These are the techniques which we use to learn words, and it's quite often asked in the exams. This tabular column should actually help you to remember the techniques, and the short description should help you to bring up the larger description when needed. So first one is Aufkärchen schreiben. This is basically you write the word on the front side and the meaning and the usage on the back side. And then you practice this once a week. Then notieren. Your favorite words, just note them down, and it's especially useful for difficult words. Artikel lernen. Always learn the word with the article and if possible mark them with colors. So in this case, blue for masculine, red for feminine, and grün für neutral. Then we have ähnliche Wörter zusammenstellen. So words which are similar in English and German can be written together, and that way there will be no load on the brain. Laut sprechen und schreiben. This is basically where you speak out the word loud and then write it down. Bildliches Vorstellen, zeichnen. So just imagine the word in the form of a picture and then you'll be able to remember the word. Wörter und bewegen. Do any hand gesture or mimic and then you will be able to remember the word. Nach Thema sortieren. So this is typical Wortfelden. So example, Urlaub, Reise, then you have automatically Flugzeug, Bahn, Ticket, Bus, etc. Assoziogramm bilden. This is a very good partner exercise. So you just take one base word and try to connect that base word with maximum possible other words. That's how you build a associogramm. Then you have Geschichte ausdenken. This is basically where you imagine a story. This is very good for Gruppenarbeit. So the words of the story helps you to remember, and the story itself will give you an aspect to think about and also gives you a personal touch. So that way this gets stored in the Langzeitgedächtnis. Then you have Reime bilden. So rhyme helps to remember very well. That's how we learn songs. So example is Rund, Mund, Hund. So you know 3 words now just because they are rhyming together. Glossar anlegen. Typical textbook exercise. You can make your own glossary if you want to, or use the glossary in the book. Mind map. It's an advanced associogram. And now you're going to just put a map and then connect all the possible words with logical reasoning and then with pictures possible. And those are the Lerntechniken which you can use to remember the words.
With that, the chapter comes to an end. Please feel free to like, subscribe and comment to the channel. If you have any questions, then contact me via email or put down your comments and I'll be able to reply. Thank you.